Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekend prep video. I have got a busy weekend prep video for you today. I'm going to be prepping for a soccer tournament that we are going to all day on Saturday. I'm going to be cooking dinner and I'm also hosting my first annual cookie decorating brunch for my family on Sunday. So you are not going to want to miss this. Good morning, guys. It is way too early on a Saturday morning. It's actually 5:45 right now. I got up at about 5 a.m. because today we have a soccer tournament for Connor and the place that we're playing is indoor. Don't worry, because it's like 30 degrees outside. But we are gonna drive about 45 minutes to get there. And I was telling Adam last night, I'm like, it should be illegal to have a soccer game this early on your day off. But here we are, the things we do for our children. So I'm actually gonna let the kids sleep for about 15 more minutes because all they pretty much have to do is get up and, you know, brush their teeth and get dressed. So right now I'm gonna work on packing some food for us. He has 3 games today. So one's at like 8:30, one's at 10, and another one's at noon. So we're gonna be there pretty much most of the day. And I don't know, we've never been there before, so I don't know if sessions, I don't know anything like that. So I'm gonna be packing like water, Gatorade, sandwiches, fruit, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna get started on that. Other than that, I have a super busy weekend because I'm hosting a cookie decorating brunch tomorrow, my first annual, so I'm super excited about that. Other than that, just doing normal things around the house this weekend, getting ready for the week. I do want to organize some in my bathroom this weekend, so hopefully I can get to that because my bathroom closet is a mess. Okay, so for myself for breakfast today, I'm going to have a Built Bar and I'm just making my coffee right now. Thank you to Built Bar for sponsoring this week's weekend prep video. Today I am taking the orange one for breakfast. It's one of my favorites. Reminds me of, do you guys remember like the chocolate orange sticks? I just remember having those when I was a kid, and so I love the combination of orange and chocolate. This one actually comes in the mixed variety pack, which if you haven't tried them before, I would recommend getting that first because you kind of get a good variety, but they've always got new flavors coming out. I love promoting them on my channel because I use them myself all the time. They're delicious, high protein, low sugar. They make a great breakfast or a snack or a sweet treat. Make sure you follow them on social media because they always have tons of seasonal flavors coming out, especially around the holiday season. They've got some pretty cool flavors. But if you guys want to try Built Bar, I'll have a link in the description box below. You can go to that and use code JenChapin10. You'll get 10% off your first order. So make sure you check that out. So I'm going to get the cooler ready. So this is the cooler I normally use. I don't even remember where I got this. I've had it for so long. It's just a soft-sided cooler with a handle on it, and it fits great in our little wagon that we take with us. So I did stop at the store last night and get some bottled water. I don't normally buy bottled water because we have a water filter in our fridge, but I wanted to make sure that we had some for today for all of us because obviously Connor needs some during the game, and you just never know if you're gonna have access to water or not. Probably about, I don't know, 3:30 today, and that was actually a really cool indoor soccer slash sports place dome. We've never been there before. Everything was indoor. So we are gonna eat dinner now. I think we're just gonna eat leftovers and I'm gonna make some grilled cheese and tomato soup. We went to a twin span I think is what it's called, Brewing, for lunch, and the food there was really good. I still have leftover salad. Kara got fish and chips. She still has leftovers. So I'm gonna heat these up in the air fryer for her. She said she would eat it for dinner if I heated it up right, whatever that means. And then for Adam and Connor, I'm gonna make grilled cheese, tomato soups, and veggies. And I'm gonna heat up, no, I'm not gonna heat up my salad. Why would I heat up salad? Anyway, we got home and I'll just relax for the last couple hours. I may have taken a nap. Whoops. Do you ever remember when you were younger and you were like, I will never take naps when I'm an adult? And now it's like your favorite thing to do, even though you don't even ever really get to do it. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Okay, I'm gonna make some tomato soup. I just wanna let you guys know that if you make your tomato soup with water, not milk, we can't be friends. But seriously, how do you make it? I've always made mine with milk. I don't think I've ever made it with water. I think I've tasted it made with water and I didn't really care for it at all. I'm just gonna make 1 can of it because Connor doesn't even really like to eat the tomato soup. He just basically uses it as a dipper, so, which is fair enough. I actually have some softened butter in my butter bell. I showed you guys this a long time ago, but then I kind of forgot about it and it was put away in the cabinet and I just remembered it tonight and got it out. So I'll link the one I have down below. I just got it on Amazon. I think they're kind of cool. You just basically change out the water every, like they say, I think they say every 1 to 2 days you change out the water in them and it keeps your butter like fresh and soft counter. So that's cool. And I'm just using good old Kraft singles because that is, well, honestly, when I was a kid, we didn't have Kraft singles. We made our grilled cheese with Velveeta cheese, which I still think is really good. But as an adult, I don't think I've ever made it like that before. I've always just used Kraft singles. All right, I've still got some homemade ranch in the fridge from earlier this week, so I'm gonna cut up some cucumbers and peppers, and I've got some tomatoes washed. Oh look, a little pepper growing inside the pepper. All right, so I'm just gonna cut these in half. All right, so here we go. We got a super quick dinner and I've got grilled cheese, tomato soup, some veggies, and then I still have some fruit left over from the soccer game as well. Connor, it's time to eat. All right, so dinner's done and I'm working on filming some recipes for a video that I need to get edited tonight. So I thought I would show you guys kind of usually how I have everything set up in here for that. I have this tripod that I'm able to sit on my island, and the head of the tripod, it has the ability to kind of extend out over, and then I put my camera up here and I'm able to shoot straight down on the island. Now when I shoot the video, it's actually upside down, and then in the editing software I have to flip it back over, but that's not a big deal. That's actually how I used to film scrapbooking videos when I did those on my channel. I still have some more like baking supplies over here that I need to put away, but some of these I'm going to use tomorrow for my charcuterie board, and I still have to make some sugar cookies for the kids to decorate tomorrow for a cookie decorating brunch. But I just prepped some of this broccoli salad. I've got some bacon cooking in the oven for that as well. I just made some pumpkin bars. We're probably gonna put these out tomorrow too. They smell delicious. But now I need to get my dishes done, and I've got the bacon in the oven over here for the top of the broccoli. And then I've got the ingredients for the cream cheese frosting for the pumpkin bars over here. And then after this, I think I just have one more recipe to film, and then I'm gonna work on editing that video. Welcome to another episode of I Take On Too Much and Race to Get It Done on a Weekend. I'm your host, Jennifer Chapin. So I stayed up way too late last night working on the video that I needed to get posted, but I got it posted. I didn't get to bed till like 1 a.m. So woke up around 8 this morning, and now it's 9, and people are coming over to my house at 11:30 for brunch. So I texted my sister and I said, hey, can you come over and help me? So I'm gonna run to Hy-Vee and get a few things now for that, and we should be good to go. I still need to make cookies though, so the race is on. All right, so I need to run into Hy-Vee and grab a few things for today. Of course, I'm in a rush because I'm doing everything the last minute as always, but such is life. So we're gonna do like a mimosa bar. So I'm looking for some different types of juices. I got some like plain orange juice, and then I was trying to see if they had like some type of pomegranate juice, but I don't see it. So maybe, oh, they have grapefruit. I don't know how good that would be with champagne. I've never had it before. What about orange strawberry banana? That might be good. And then I'm gonna have kids over, so I definitely need some chocolate milk. I got these awesome Christmas donuts. Look how pretty those are. Very excited about those. Okay, let's get some chocolate milk. I know there have been like supply chain issues and stuff, but it looks like all of the regular bags of shredded hash browns are gone. So I'm gonna have to get, let's see. No, I don't want the cubed, I want the shredded, but that's fine. I don't care. I just want potatoes. Oh no, that's hash browns. I need shredded. Oh yeah, here we go. I'll just get a huge bag like this. That's fine. We'll eat them at some point. Of course, we have to get some Prosecco. I hope they have some, either Prosecco or champagne cold. I'm sure they do. They normally do. I think I'm gonna grab 4 bottles. I'm gonna have to come back here when I have more time, because look how pretty this is. Oh, I want that in my entryway, but I don't have time right now. All right, this was the fastest. Oh my gosh, look at this red truck. This was the fastest trip I've ever made in and out of Hy-Vee, I think. Okay, so let me show you guys what I got real quick at Hy-Vee, and then we'll start kind of prepping everything. So I got some chocolate milk for the kids, some orange juice for either the kids or mimosas. I got some rosemary for the charcuterie board. I think I'm gonna ask my sister to put that together when she gets here. So I also picked this up. I figured we could put this on our own board and it would be a good shortcut. I got some hash browns for the casserole that I'm going to make, some different sparkle gels. I was looking for these for the kids to decorate cookies with. I got 2 bags of this extra sharp cheddar cheese for a sausage breakfast casserole, some English muffins. I was gonna make an eggs Benedict casserole, but I think I'm gonna skip that today and make it later in the week, just because I think we're gonna have more than enough food. And then I also got 2 of these candy pretend sushi kits. I thought that the kids would have fun with these. I'll put them in their stocking. I got some sausage, some eggs, some kiwis, and some red and green pepper, possibly for the veggie board. I'm not sure yet. I got some orange strawberry banana juice, some half and half, some extra flour in case I needed it, some green cookie icing. I just have some bagels in the fridge, so I got some garden vegetable cream cheese for those. And then I got 2 containers of like pre-cut veggies and fruit, just to make my life easier since I'm running behind today. And then I got these awesome Christmas donuts, so probably arrange these on a platter. The kids will have a delicious time eating those. All right, so I'm gonna make these sugar cookies. This is the recipe I always use. I can link it down below. I've been using this for many years, so I'm gonna double it, and then hopefully I'll have time for these to cool before everyone gets here, maybe. Whoops, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of almond extract. Don't skip this part because it makes the cookies really good. And then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, not too much. Okay, we're gonna add 5 cups of flour. And again, I'm doubling this recipe, so it'll probably make, I don't know, maybe 80 cookies. Okay, so my dough is done. I need to chill it for a bit before I can roll it out. Look at that. Christmas in a dish. So I need to chill this dough, not for a super long time. If you chill it for too long, you actually won't be able to roll it out. So I'm just gonna stick it in the freezer, I don't know, probably for about 20 minutes until it is easy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the icing while the dough is chilling. So I'm gonna multiply this recipe by 1.5. So I put 6 cups of powdered sugar in here. I need 3 tablespoons of meringue powder. You can get this at Walmart, and it's basically just like a dried egg white, and it helps give the icing some volume. This is what the jar looks like. And then we'll just add about about, I don't know, maybe about 8 tablespoons of water and then whip it up. You can add as much or as little water as you like. Okay, so after you whip this icing up for, I don't know, about 5 or 6 minutes, it becomes thick and smooth like this. So we're just going to portion this out into some bowls so we can tint this all different colors. Watch me while I fling frosting everywhere. And then we'll leave some just white. All right, we're gonna do some pink. It's actually not very dark. Plan B is this gel food coloring, which I believe is much better. All right, we'll do one yellow. All right, here's my cookies. I'm gonna put these in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes and then make the others. Okay, so we ended up having 5 adults and I think 5 kids over in addition to my own kids. So I thought that I would show you guys some of the cookie decorating in progress. These kids are too cute with their decoration of cookies, but it all worked out great. I think it was super easy to have the cookies done ahead of time. That way the kids could just jump right into decorating them since that's their favorite part anyway. I always have kids decorate on trays, like either cookie trays or pizza pans, because it mostly keeps all of the sprinkles there so that most of them don't end up on your floor, although some of them still did end up on the floor. But you can see some of the result here. I definitely had fun hosting this and everything turned out great. My sister, shout out to her, she made this awesome charcuterie board with minimal direction from me. I pretty much gave her free rein to do what she wanted with it, so she did a great job there. And then we had a bunch of awesome breakfast casseroles. My aunt brought this egg and salsa casserole. I made this sausage and egg and cheese hash brown bake. Well, rather my sister helped me make it. I'll post the recipe down below. We also had fruit pizza that my aunt brought, just the traditional sugar cookies, and then she also brought some muffins for the kids. And then one of my aunts also brought a hash brown quiche with egg and ham and Swiss cheese. We had a lot of good food. My Aunt Sue brought peanut butter cookie dough to make kiss cookies, which those are really fun for kids to push the little kiss down into the peanut butter cookies. And then the Christmas donuts were a big hit that I got from Hy-Vee. Those look super pretty on the plate, obviously, and all you have to do is go to the store and pick them up. So highly recommend that. And then we had our mimosa and chocolate milk station over here. So just a couple different juices, some Prosecco, some champagne, and some chocolate milk for the kids. And then here is our cookie drying station before we packed them all up. Hey guys, so it's actually the next day. The cookie decorating brunch was a huge success. I highly recommend that. It was super fun to get together and have like brunch breakfast casseroles, and the kids had a really fun time decorating the cookies. It was awesome. I would definitely do that again, and I think it's a new tradition. We'll be doing it every year hereafter. So I thought I would show you the state of my office because I did work on wrapping some Christmas gifts last night. I still have a lot more to wrap, but the kids were helping me, so that was good. But yeah, it's obviously the week of Christmas and I'm still wrapping presents, which is par for the course for me because, you know, that's how I roll. Anyway, of course we've got some laundry here that needs to be folded, but this is where the kids have kind of been helping me wrap some presents. I just sit them on the floor and, you know, give them a gift to wrap one at a time. Some of them have been going into bags, and I've been trying to help them, you know, learn how to like fold the corners when they wrap presents and all that. I also thought I would show you guys my Christmas card for this year since that came in the mail this week. This is what I ended up going with. We took this picture actually at the church when during my mom's, or after my mom's funeral rather, I cannot speak, but I thought it was a really pretty background because they had like the Christmas trees all set up in the church and everything. So that front of the card, and then I got this done on Shutterfly. On the back you can upload pictures too, and then just kind of a little, you know, blurb on the bottom. So I thought it turned out really cute. We didn't do Christmas cards last year and I was kind of bummed about that. I always think like, okay, I need to get professional photos done if I'm gonna do Christmas cards, and of course we didn't do professional photos last year because of COVID, but you know, you don't need a professional picture, right? Just a snapshot like that is good enough, and people just really want to see pictures of you and your family. They don't care if they're professionally taken or not, right? So I thought I would share that with you guys. But yeah, I've got boxes here. As you can see, I have a mess of boxes over here. Most of these are empty, but I'm saving them until I get stuff wrapped because I just don't know if I'm going to need them or not. One of the things I'm waiting on that's hopefully gonna come in its entirety this week is I ordered some Taylor Swift records for Kira. She really loves Taylor Swift right now, and the only place I could find these were on Target and Target's website, and so I hope the rest of them come this week. And then I also ended up getting, if you guys have any tips on this, let me know, but one of the things that Connor really wanted was a VR virtual reality headset. So any tips on that, I would love to hear them. I just basically bought this as a package on Amazon, so he'll be super excited to see that. But yeah, still wrapping. It's a mess. Everything's a mess. That's fine. Anyway, thank you guys for coming along on this weekend prep video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out Built Bar. I'll have a link in the description box below, and you can use my code to get 10% off your first order. I just actually got a notification that they have some type of like, I think it's like a candy cane brownie. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but it looks delicious. So check that out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Vlogmas. Bye. I hope you're getting ready for Christmas just like me.